Okay, so my new apartment has very, or outside my window is is a road, so it's very noisy. You hear a lot of cars and stuff, so I had to shut the window. Alright, I'm still just with one monitor. I guess my wife is out doing some errands. We're not going to eat to her sister's until, I guess, around 4 p.m. So I've got maybe a couple hours to stream. I thought I'd take advantage of that. Let's go ahead and sell some stuff.
I got what you need.
Don't need these bags anymore. Don't need this mail item, or this, or this. And we're not going to need rough sharpening stone. Don't even know why I have that. We don't need the staff of lore. Okay.
Be good.
I probably should cook up any buff food I have. I'm pretty low, and it looks like I've got some zesty clam meat and such, so we need to find... Well, we have an innkeeper here. Let's see. Need hot spices and... hot spices. I can make 7, 6...
Hurry back.
Let me pull up the stream on my phone. I didn't think I'd be streaming today, but I get a little bit of time in. I lost 4 subscribers yesterday. I don't know what I did. I must have said something to piss people off. It's so weird when you stream because stuff like that happens. You'll be like just talking and streaming, and some days you'll just, you know, I don't normally lose that many in a single day, so it's always a little surprising.
Interesting.
We had trade supplier. See trade. But you know, I just probably said something that pissed off a lot of people. Who knows? If I did, I apologize. I just woke up. If you can't tell, I mean, I literally there's an echo in my office because it's so empty other than just this tiny little desk, so I can actually hear the echo. I do not know really where a trade goods person is in Booty Bay. As long as I've played WoW, I still don't know Booty Bay that well. It's not a place I spend a ton of time in. But we'll see if we can... What we got up here? This guy's platform. Tailoring. Here we have our Master Gnome Engineer. Which I don't know why I'm talking to him because I'm no longer an engineer. Woodworking supplies. Waterfall.
Time is money, friend.
Big black mace. I'm not gonna learn it until I get the item I can, you know, where I can actually use it. What helm do I have? So we got, I could make this item because it requires a steel, but it is a lot of armor, but I would lose all these stats. But man, I'd gain almost 200 armor. $250. Yeah.
Have a good one.
I supply only the finest goods. Safe travel.
Well, we need some trade goods. What is this? Plate and chain. Let's see what they sell in here, just out of curiosity.
What can I get for you today?
208 armor. That's not anywhere near as good. Mail. Jesus. Look at this. This belt is better than my belt. It's 10 strength, 6 stamina, but it's got more armor. But is it worth 2 gold? just for like 3 more strength and, you know, what, 17 more armor? Debatable. Debatable. Look at this shield. This shield has like, oh no, it's about the same armor. I don't think that that belt is really worth that gold at this point in time. Where is the trade goods person? Spirit bower, fire supplies. Cook might have what I need.
Hello.
And yes, they do. Alright, so we need 6 hot spices. And I believe I have some turtle. Yes. We need 13 soothing spices. You know what, give me that. There is some sagefish up north.
Have a good one.
Of course, I need more hot spices for the sage. I didn't realize I had sagefish on me, but I got 9, so we can cook those up as well. I'll have to get more stuff, though, unfortunately. Yeah, I just woke up. I spent so much time moving over the past 4 days, and I have a knee injury from a long time ago, and ACL reconstruction, and my right knee swelled up quite a bit, so I'm kind of limping around the apartment. I guess walking up and down 3 flights of stairs like 50 times a day was a little bit more than my knee was ready to handle. Well, you know, while carrying stuff.
Looking for something specific? See you around.
I always hate it when they have a cook, and then the cook doesn't have like a stove near him. I'm like, you're a cook. Why don't you have a stove? Let's see if there's actually a stove in here. There's like stoves kind of mixed around throughout these buildings. See, and there is one right here. Hi, baby. My knee hurts. Did you bring me a Mountain Dew? Did you bring me lunch?
And a cold egg.
And a cold egg McMuffin? Oh, babe, I can't see the monitor. I just closed the windows because the sun was what made it hot in here. The windows are open. That's heat. Oh, is it hot outside? Okay. Alright, guys, my wife's yakking at me, so let me take a quick break. I'll be right back in a couple minutes. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I was just my wife came home and brought me some food and a drink. I haven't eaten today, so I went ahead and slammed down a egg McMuffin. It's really hard streaming on one monitor, guys. It really is. But my dedication to WoW must come first. So I thought I'd do just a quick little bit of fishing just to see if I can get a few chests, and then I think I'm going to go up and kill the trolls and just try to level my way towards the next level. That's my goal. Not going to really worry too much about blacksmithing now because I've kind of gotten the blacksmithing recipes, you know. I kind of did what I could do without getting the black pearls, which kind of stinks because I really did want a weapon upgrade. I'm not going to grab engineering just yet. I'm going to stick with blacksmithing until I probably either die or get a super scary moment where I need target dummies and I don't have them. And that'll scare the hell out of me and force me to be like, oh my god, I need blacksmithing, or engineering, I mean. Hopefully that doesn't happen, so. Alright.
What's up? Keep it real.
I wonder what a Curious by the bundle actually does. Jawbone! Merry Christmas, Jaw. Thank you, dude. Jaw. You're like one of the only people who ever really sends me money. I do. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I'll tell my wife that you contributed to my Christmas holiday, man. Happy New Year to you too, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I haven't seen you in a while, Jaw. That's awesome. I wasn't expecting a Christmas present from the stream today. How awesome. I was just going to look and see if there's anything I get from this quest. Yeah, but thank you, Joe. I really appreciate that. The Curious by the bundle, like, what is it going to give me? Oh, it gives me, of course, a cloth item. the agony of leveling plate and not being able to get anything from quests. You been busy with work, man? Thanks, Joe. Dude, I really appreciate that. That's really kind of you, and I think it's awesome for people. You know, it's so awesome to see people be nice. I'm always amazed when you see streamers and you know, they get on there and stream and people are just throwing money at them, and I'm like, wow, how, you know. But I mean, it's nice. I've donated money to people. You know, like I'm trying to think who I did recently. I know Malachi, or that singer who does the covers of Skyrim song stuff. Like I sent her a little bit of money, and then I do a lot of 3D content creators, like people who do videos, tutorials on you know, game engine stuff. Sometimes I'll donate to those guys because they're putting a lot of effort into putting that stuff together. I'm gonna sneeze. I gotta mute my microphone. I wanted to save your guys' ears from that massive sneeze. Hey Colby, Merry Christmas! Yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody. I'm heading to my sister's, or to my wife's sister's around, I guess later, around 4 o'clock. So, but until then, maybe I can do a little streaming. Firefin. I don't want Firefin. I'm just looking for a couple, floating wreckages. Maybe we can get some upgrades. I really need some recipes. So, some blacksmithing recipes. Now that I actually dropped engineering level blacksmithing up to like I think I'm like 230. You always won the rolls in Wrath of the Lich King. I think, honestly, since I never, like, all my raiding kind of stopped about halfway through Burning Crusade, and after that point, about halfway through Burning Crusade, I started doing mostly PvP, like arena and stuff. So I really didn't focus on raiding hardly at all, and I still have never really focused on raiding since then. But I would say, so Wrath of the Lich King, I think really my favorite moments in Wrath of the Lich King, well, I did go and down the Lich King. I was in a raid to down the Lich King, and that was fun, that was fun. But my favorite moments were just the leveling experience, like leveling up through the quests. And I think seeing the Lich King, remember like early on when you do the quest and the Lich King would come out and like kill that troll, you like kill the troll for not being a good servant or whatever. I mean, those were some of my favorite moments of Lich King. And also just landing on, what's that zone that has where you land and there's the big wave of enemies that keep attacking the village and you like fight the wave. But those were my favorite moments, going through the zones and seeing them for the first time, because the Wrath of the Lich King zones were really cool. I remember the zone that had all the... It's so long since I played Lich King, I don't even remember the zones anymore. And I don't play retail anymore, so I don't really see the map of the zones, so I've actually forgotten a lot of the names of the zones, but... There's the one where you have all the spiders, and you have the dungeons there where you're going in, and there's all the spiders, and that zone was really cool. And then the snow, but my favorite zone was... Let's see if we can pull it up here. Let me get to a safe spot. Here, we'll just swim this way. This is safe. Yeah, Northrend. So if you go to Grizzly Hills, probably my favorite parts of Wrath of the Lich King was Grizzly Hills and the music. Because the music in Grizzly Hills is so cool. Has such great music. It was like Nagrand. When you first play Burning Crusade and you walk into Nagrand from Shatrath, you come up over that little hill and the sun, it's just beautiful. Like, Nagrand is one of the most beautiful zones the first time you ever see it. And the music in Nagrand is also really, really good. That was my same experience in the Grizzly Hills, and also taking the boat. I remember you take that first boat ride from Stormwind into Grizzly Hills for the first time for Wrath of the Lich King. To me, that was one of my favorite moments. It's just, there's so much, you get the feels, it's just like, wow, you're riding that boat and you're seeing the conflict and the beautiful water and Grizzly Hills is a beautiful zone. So I'd have to say my favorite Wrath of the Lich King moments really revolved around just exploring the world and seeing everything for the first time and doing some of the really cool quests, because there were some really cool quests in Wrath of the Lich King. I probably should grab some of these pools, but I'd rather focus on leveling a little bit today, so since I'm not going to be streaming too long, so I'm going to try to just grab only the floating wreckages if I see any, and then I'm going to head up to the hinterlands, not the hinterlands. Is it the hinterlands? I can never remember. It's really, I always call it Airy Peak, but on the map you can't really find Airy Peak, You see Altruck Mountains, and then you see the hinterlands, so... But yeah, the hinterlands. See if we can farm the trolls. I like the trolls because the necklaces, the repeat necklace turning quest gives me a little bit of extra XP boost, which really helps in the leveling process. I will farm in this pool because it's a higher level pool. Has a higher chance of dropping some chests. What's up, Brock? How's it going, man? Yeah, hey, Brock. I'd actually be higher, Brock, but I dropped engineering and leveled up blacksmithing, so I spent like all day, the last couple days, just working on blacksmithing and stuff like that. If I wasn't doing that, I would actually be probably about almost 48 by now. But it was worth it. I mean, I leveled up blacksmithing and I got heavy mithril shoulders, heavy mithril breastplate, heavy mithril boots, and what else? And heavy mithril gloves. So I increased my armor by like almost, I think, around 600 or 700, which is big. I mean, it really helped my mitigation. It's a noticeable difference. So when I kill mobs now, I can tell that I'm not taking as damage as I was. Hey, see ya, Jaw. Thanks again so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. Merry Christmas, man. Have a great day. Have a great holidays. Man, Jaw's so nice. That's like I think that's like the third time he's donated to the channel, which is just really awesome, Because I know, like, not everybody has money that they can just donate, you know. And I'm always, like I said, I'm always amazed when I watch streamers, and I've seen streamers get donations of like 10, even 20. I think even like Soda Pop, and once someone donated like 20,000 or something, or maybe it was 10,000, something ridiculous amount of money. I'm just like, oh my god. And you think though, there's people in the world who just have, you know, they're millionaires. They have just oodles and gobs, you know. They have tons of money. To them, $10,000 is like, to me and you, like $10, you know. It's hard to believe, you know. To me, $10,000 is a lot of money. But like, to me, $10 really isn't that much, you know. And God bless you too, Colby. You said you got to get to bed and work later. Merry Christmas, man. Appreciate it. We got the conspiracy theorists. The media does lie. There's no doubt about that. So I'll give you that one. And I don't really watch the news, and I don't pay attention to politics. So I'm very much live my life in my own world. I'm kind of a hobbit that way, or a hermit, hobbit, whatever you want to call it. I prefer hobbit to hermit. Let's go there. I like to kind of live in my own little circle, small circle. That's the way me and my wife like it. I don't really like to interact with a lot of people or interact with outside of streaming. I love interacting with people on the stream, but they're good people. They're good. They're gamers, man. Gamers are good people, and for the most part. You know, we have some bad apples, but you know, I probably should just to be on the safe side. Let's use a fishing lure, so we don't get the dreaded "your fish got away," because if it says your fish got away, that means it's the same as if you caught something out of that pool. So that's bad news. Iron Bound Trunk. Now yesterday I got 2 bags from Trunks, and here we got the Bolted Mage Weave, so that's 25 silver we just got there, so that's nice. If you get lucky and can get a lot of floating wreckages, you can make a lot of money pretty quickly. Excuse me. We'll try to stay away from the Gromgol base camp. I don't want to get attacked by a level 50 horde. Peace out, man. I'm gonna... Anyways, I'll be right back, guys. I'm just gonna grab something, and I'll be right back. I went to tell my wife that Jaw gave me $25, and to say Merry Christmas, because you know it'll make her feel good too. She likes the Christmas season, you know. It makes the holiday cheer. It can be rough, man. The holidays, having to buy all those gifts and do all that family stuff. It's one of the happiest and also one of the most stressful times of the year for almost everybody. Yeah, but I really like farming the trolls in the hinterlands because of, like I said, the repeat necklace turn-in. Also, they drop they have a really good loot table. They drop 14-slot bags, and they drop a lot of magic items. And they drop a lot of potions, too, so it's just, they have a really good loot table. They're a great mob to farm. They also, I mean, if you're not doing hardcore, they also drop a lot of wild vine. So you can actually make pretty good money off wild vine, but... Of course, in hardcore, it's unless you're an alchemist, you pretty much just vendor it. It would be nice to get more than just 2 hits on these nodes. Ooh, another one. Actually, I don't know if how so busy the server will be today. Like, it's this time of day you think it'd be really busy, but maybe people are doing a lot of the family stuff. You know, they're opening presents or eating Christmas meals. Because the server right now, I've yet to see anybody. Like even in Booty Bay, I don't think maybe I saw one person. So that bodes well for fishing. Really? I got a fire from snapper. I must not have that cast in the pool. I don't think I've ever caught a fish out of a wreckage that wasn't something special. No. Hey, Colby, thank you, man. I appreciate it, too. Thank you, man. Happy holidays, dude. I appreciate it so much. That's nice of you. I hope you weren't feeling pressure from the... you know, if you ever see Hey Colby, you ever watch on streamers where one person donates and sometimes it starts the frenzy of people donating? Like, you know, I don't watch a lot of other streamers, but, you know, it happens, you know, it's kind of funny. Man, I'm not getting anything out of this pool. But thank you, I really appreciate it, man. You know, it does help, you know, help the channel as far as, like, you know, it legitimizes it to some degree. Because I do spend a lot of time playing WoW, and sometimes my wife can get maybe a little bit irritated. So if I make a little bit of money while doing it, she doesn't get as irritated. But I love playing World of Warcraft, and I certainly love streaming. Look at that, I got another Fire from Snapper. What? This pool's weird. When do you get Fire from Snapper out of a fishing pool? That's, like, really odd. Oh, this guy's fishing, eh? Maybe this pool had a weird, like, the edge wasn't really the edge or something. Yeah, but thanks again, Colby. Merry Christmas to you guys. Oh, I'm gonna get in combat. Yep. Right as I'm trying to finish this pool, this guy better not come over and sneak it from me, because I would not be happy about that. I'd be like, you slimy horde! Yeah, it is. Well, I definitely want to start working on my video game, you know, my own video game that I'm working on. Right now I'm just working on the background story and the characters and the races and all that. But I do want to start, you know, putting up videos on my own video game, which is on my other channel, The World of Oslar. So I'm really excited about that, and I hope that I can force myself. The problem is I enjoy playing games so much. I enjoy playing WoW and MMOs so much that kind of cuts into any free time I would have to work on my game. So to, like, really work on my game, I have to kind of, you know, I can't do everything. I have to, like, cut back on my gaming time. I also spend time with my wife, and I also spend time playing guitar and doing other stuff, drawing and stuff, so something has to give, you know what I mean? Can't do it all. I wish I could. What? Alright. Merry Christmas, Dan. Oh, thank you, Dan. Merry Christmas, man. Merry Christmas, buddy. I'm kind of, I'm a little speechless now. I don't hardly ever get donations, and I've gotten 3 today, so that's awesome. I hope you have a great holiday season, man. Hey, I really appreciate that, guys. All you guys donating, thank you so much. I'll let my wife know that you guys all donated. She'll be really excited, and it'll make her smile too. We just went. She just was out buying, you know, last-minute gifts for, you know, for her cousins. You know, trying to get her cousins, like, little gifts before we go over there later today. And of course, we're moving. And actually, my knee's a mess right now. I don't know if you guys caught it, but I had ACL reconstructive surgery on my knee, you know, years ago, like 10 years ago, and it's never been 100%, you know, after that. And carrying all these boxes of heavy stuff up and down 3 flights of stairs, my knee was so swollen this morning. I was limping around the apartment, and my wife told me, she's like, "You're not moving anything else." And I was like, "What?" Ooh, one more floating wreckage. This will probably be the last fishing I do, I think. Oh, you know what, though? I probably should remember how to dismount. That would be the first thing I should remember. But I probably should remember to maybe fish up just a little fish, so I have some, you know, just some health food to eat. Thanks again, Ron, Colby. Really appreciate it, man. I think I heard the splash. Did I? Yes, I did. I was yakking. Yeah, I really hope this character does not die. I would be so sad if this character doesn't make it to 60 because, you know, you invest so much time in these hardcore characters. I think I've lost 6 warriors. But like I've said before, I've learned from my mistakes, and I've understood that the biggest reasons I've been dying is because I didn't understand the leech mechanics in Classic, because on private servers, even if you were still hitting a mob, after a certain distance it would reset. Well, it doesn't work that way in Classic. If you keep hitting the mob, he will never stop chasing you. Which is interesting, to say the least. Most MMOs don't really work that way. Some of them do, though. What is this big wall over here? I played World of Warcraft a long time, and I can honestly tell you that I don't remember seeing this wall. I just don't think I ever really went this far over. You know, went all the way up to that corner. That's pretty cool. Honestly, I don't think I've ever remember seeing that wall. Taylor, what? Taylor, how's it going, man? Thank you so much, dude. Merry Christmas, buddy. I couldn't, Dan, I wasn't able to get the swords because what I didn't realize, me being a complete noob, it's not a learnable. I can't learn it. I have to get the recipe. It's a world drop recipe, the swords, so I'm screwed. That's why I did try yesterday to farm the turtles to get a black pearl so that I could make the big iron mace, because that's something I can make. You know, I can learn how to make the big iron mace. But yeah, it stinks, man. I can't make the swords unless I get lucky somehow, you know, and get the recipe. So, Merry Christmas. I know it's a train. Merry Christmas, Taylor. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. That's awesome. You guys are making me smile over here. What's this like? Oh, I got a sealed crate. Usually I think it's engineering supplies in these guys. Yeah, iron strut. I know, and it's my own fault. I got so excited looking at the blacksmithing recipes. I'm like, oh man, look at all these great things I can learn. And of course, I know, just like you guys know, that not everything's is taught by the trainer. So, you know, this happens to be one of the things that's not taught by the trainer. Now, like I said, the big black mace is, and if you look, I think I've got the window open. Let me check. Here, I'll pull it up. So hard not having 2 monitors right now. Okay, so if you look here, remember the swords I wanted to make were the dazzling. You can see it doesn't say trainer here, so they're not dropped by a trainer. Now what I can do is make the big black mace, but it takes 1 black pearl, and that's why I was killing. And it's about, I think it's 27 damage mace. And it's 2.4 attack speed, so it's actually pretty good, because remember, maces are something that, as a human, I have, you know, a +5 skill increase on. And I killed the turtles yesterday for about, I don't know, I killed quite a few. And I probably opened up about 20, maybe 20 big, you know, giant clams. But none of them dropped a black pearl. And a black pearl is a very rare drop, so I don't know if I'll farm them. Maybe I'll go farm them again today. The mace would be a nice little upgrade to put in my main hand, because it's a slower attack speed, so it's 2.4, so the crits would be quite a bit bigger with it. So I could basically build up a bunch of rage and then just dump all my rage with heroic strikes, and you know, I'd probably get some decent crits. Hopefully. Anyways, I'm just gonna fish just a little bit here just to see if we can get some food. And actually the yellow spotted tail are a great food. 1392 health is really good. So if we can keep catching the yellow spotted tail here, that would be good. Now the rock scale cod I think is only 800 something, but again, thanks so much guys for donations. I really appreciate it. It's great of you guys to be so generous. Hope you guys are having a good holiday season. I am off work, like I said. Next week I will be on call, sort of, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so I'll be at home monitoring email, but I should be able to stream. And then, of course, I would have to stop the stream if I had to actually, you know, enact upon an email that required my intervention, like someone's having an issue or there's somebody opens a service desk ticket that needs to be looked at. I'm hoping and praying that that doesn't happen, but you know, knowing my job, it will. You know, users are always coming up with issues. The most 90% of the time they're just user error, but it still requires me to go and investigate. So. Yeah, that was a real bummer, Dan. I really wanted, and actually, Ken also remarked that they're main hand, so I wouldn't have been able to dual wield them anyway because you know they're main hand weapons, so I could only equip one. So when I found that, I was like, oh, that's okay. I'll just use the rapier in one hand, and I'll just continue to use my dagger that has the fiery blaze enchant in my offhand. But you know. I'm hoping that maybe the thing is that one of the things that really stinks about World of Warcraft, and it's this way, it's actually this way in a few other MMOs, and I've always absolutely hated this, and I know you guys hate it too, is that mobs tend to drop gear and recipes and items that are pertinent to levels about 4 to 10 levels beneath them. So if you're killing level 35 mobs, they may drop a green sword, but it's generally going to be any like level 20 to 30. Even though the mob was 35. And I've always hated that because that means you're forced to get really good gear upgrades by doing, and I guess that's why they do it. They want you to do it via quests and dungeons, but I think it sucks, to be honest. You know, I mean, it doesn't make any sense that a mob wouldn't have a higher level item. I mean, you know, think of, Lord of the Rings where they go into that troll cave and they kill the troll and he's got like these awesome like swords and, and daggers and stuff. He's got Sting, and he's got Glamdring, and he's got the Foe Reaver. And those were powerful weapons. So to me, like, mobs. The way I would do it is mobs should be able to drop items that are 5 levels below them, or 5 levels above them. So they could drop a recipe, or they could drop a sword. If they're level 35, they'd drop swords that were from 30 to 40. And of course, they could drop stuff that's lower than that, and even higher than that on extremely, extremely rare cases. Maybe they drop a level 15, or maybe a level, if he was level 35, maybe he drops a level 50, but that would be, obviously like a 1% drop or something like that. But I mean, it just makes it more fun for the player because it's viable to farm mobs. Then you're like, oh man, might get something good. And it is, like when I played Lineage 2, that was one of the best things about Lineage 2, was that mobs did drop gear that was that was upgrades. Like I could kill mobs that were my level and they could drop gear that was a very big upgrade, a huge upgrade, I kind of liked the way Lineage 2 gear system worked. There wasn't a lot of gear though, which was sad, but the gear was like, you could buy it from vendors. So you could buy really good upgraded gear from vendors. And it was very, very expensive. So you had to go and make money somehow to get the money to buy it. Think about let's say the chest that I could make, like the true silver breastplate. And I'm level 46, and that's like a level 44 chest, I think. Think about, yeah, you could craft that if you want, but you could also go to town and just buy it from a vendor, and it costs, let's say it costs, I don't know, like 30 gold. And so it gives you an option of getting it with just money, Now, of course, if that invalidates professions to some degree, actually, it would be more than 30 gold. Make it like 50 gold, Let me, This song's always loud, that particular song. But, so you could get gear by buying it, but it would be a lot. It would be very expensive, and a lot of players wouldn't want to do that. But for some players, if they're really good at farming money, or if they just don't like interacting with other people in the game, they could do that, give them another option. And I think that's a good thing. I think always giving players more options is always a good thing. I don't think that that's ever a bad thing, Because there's always going to be people out there that don't want to craft it, or that they don't want to go to the auction house and buy it, Yeah, we're getting some spotted yellowtail. Pretty good. I don't have a lot of bandages, but we'll get a lot of mage weave, but we won't get much silk from the trolls, unfortunately. Well, now that all you guys donated money, I got to go tell my wife, because I was all excited that y'all donated money, and I was like, hey, you know, someone donated me some money on the stream, because that doesn't happen very often, and I know it'd make her, you know, it'd make her smile. And so now I got to run back in the other room and say, oh, okay, and and Dan and Taylor and Colby also donated money. She's gonna be like, what? She'll like fall out of her desk, you know, out of her chair. She'll be like, what? I guess I missed it. So I was yakking. Now that I turn the sound music down, that particular song's too quiet and I can't hear it. $255 fishing. It takes a while to get to 300, as you guys probably know. Yeah, but I lost like 4 subscribers yesterday, and I always, whenever I lose a lot in one day, and 4 subscribers for me is a lot, I always like think back and I'm like, what did I say? You know? And the only thing I can think of is I did say that the people that level up hardcore and don't get verified, I didn't say there's anything wrong with that. I just said, you know, it's hard for me to always believe that you did it without dying if you didn't get it verified, just because there's so many cheaters in games, you know. Online games is full of a lot of cheaters, unfortunately. So I don't know if that pissed somebody off or something. I mean, just look at Counter-Strike. Back in the days when I played Counter-Strike, I only played Counter-Strike in the very beginning. I didn't continue with it for very long. But there were so many cheaters, man. Wall hacks and stuff. Aim hacks. Aim bots. Man, what is with the Firefin Snapper? I really don't want Firefin Snapper. Sell this. Alright, that's enough Firefin Snapper. I'm out of here. Yeah, but my body's breaking apart, man. It sucks getting old, guys. I've got like tendonitis in my elbow from years and years of playing tennis. I've got tendonitis in my shoulder, although my shoulder's not as bad, but when I serve, like if I try to go play tennis and serve, my shoulder will kill like the next day. It will hurt really bad. So I do have tendonitis in my shoulder, tendonitis in my elbow. I've got carpal tunnel in my wrist. I've got a reconstructed right knee that after moving the past 3 or 4 days is so bad I can barely walk on it. This is what happens when you get old, man. So if you guys are younger guys, I know some of you guys are older, but man, enjoy it. Enjoy it while you can. Oh, and also try to stay in shape, you know, try to always, you know, stretch and, you know, do activities that keep you limber. Because flexibility is the most important thing. That and of course having a good diet, which I don't. You guys know me, I drink a lot of soda. And I like pizza, so my two vices are pizza and soda. And I'm drinking a Mountain Dew right now, and it's damn good. Ah. I just have one desk, so like putting my drink on the... It's a tiny desk, so putting my drink like around my mouse pad, I have to be like really careful I don't knock it over. My other desk is huge, big L shape, so it's like I can put the drinks to the right of me and there's really no... It's a lot easier not to spill it, basically. I was just hoping to maybe have another couple more floating records before we hearth out of here. I can always use more loot boxes, more chests. Yeah, these are like loot boxes, and we didn't even have to pay for them with microtransactions. Imagine that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got Bubbles Kitty over here. Oh, dude, no, I got overweight. I gained like 20 pounds. I mean, it's bad. I've always been in pretty good shape up until the last. Yeah, I'm 50 years old. I've always been in pretty good shape until I hit about 40, and then I've really struggled with, because I'm a computer programmer, so I sit on my ass all day long, and then I like to game, so I spend a lot of time sitting in a chair, and obviously that's not good for your health. And so yeah, the pandemic really, and also not going into the working from home, because so I'm not even walking to my car, or like my office. My office is on the second floor, so I never take this elevator anywhere. I always take stairs, and so I'd always go up and down the stairs to get to my office. And even just that little bit of walking was enough to keep me from really gaining weight. And now I'm not doing any of that, so I put on like 20 pounds. And so, but now we moved into this new apartment. It's on the third floor, so now I'm walking them down 3 flights of stairs every day, which is good. It's good exercise. And I purposely look for reasons actually to walk up and down. Of course, I can't do it now because my knee's so swollen. My knee hasn't been this swollen since after my surgery. It's that bad right now. My knee, it's really swollen. It's so swollen that if I put my hand behind my knee, behind your knee, like back there, you can see a bulge. And what that is all the fluid. There's so much fluid around my knee that it's actually kind of pushing a little bit out the back of my knee, just a little bit. And it's natural. It's just basically means that my knee's got a lot of fluid on it right now. Just means I need to rest, keep it elevated, and be really careful with not putting too much weight on it. It's my own fault. After knee surgery, I went through rehab, but I really should have. You have to really, if you do a major knee surgery, you really have to keep up with keeping your ligaments. It's not, you need the muscles to be strong in your leg, but you also have to work on strengthening all the ligaments that surround the knee, and that's just through stretching and exercise. Like, you see those football players that like blow their knees out and stuff, especially when they're like non-contact injuries. A lot of that is a result of not warming up, and a lot of it's also a result of they've built up their muscles to be so incredibly strong, but their ligaments aren't always as flexible. Not strong, their ligaments are strong, but their ligaments aren't always as pliable as they need to be. That's why someone like Walter Payton, man, like he was able to play all those years and he never got injured. But that guy did, I think he even did ballet, believe it or not. He did ballet, he did yoga, he did a lot of stretching. And if you're an athlete and you really want to avoid injury, being limber is the key. I was a big athlete. I played a lot of sports when I was young. In college, I was in intramural basketball, volleyball, dart league, tennis. I was in like a lot of leagues. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to get any more fishing wreckages, so I'm just going to go ahead and hearth out of here. And we're going to head up to Hinterlands and start farming the trolls and see if we can't get to 47. And one more level. Once we get to 48, then I'm going to start probably doing Daenerys. Again, I'm really nervous about not having the target dummies, but we're just going to roll with it and see what happens. And hope pray to God we don't die. Pray to God. All right, let's see what we got. We've got some heavy leather, some thick leather, mana potions, which we don't need. Okay, more. Now the Bolts of Mage is great, so we've already made quite a bit of money. So you see the 5 Bolts of Mage, which is 62 silver. Healing potion, we can kind of use that eventually, so it's not bad. And Bolts of Silk, again, not bad, 18 silver. Bolts of Mage Weave, another 25 silver. Another Bolt of Mage Weave, 3 Bolts of Silk, thick leather. So actually, these were pretty good. You don't get a lot of magic items in these, and it's so RNG. I mean, one time I opened up about 10 crates, and every single, and this is not a lie. I opened up like 10 crates, and it's on stream somewhere, and every single one had a magic item. Like every single one. It was unbelievable. Maybe one of them didn't, but like 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 had magic, which is really, really rare. So pretty interesting.
Well met.
All right, we're going to see what we got. 27 silver. Sell. Okay, and now we're at 29 silver. Or 29 gold, sorry. Excuse me. Yes, you can laugh at me because I said silver, you stupid reveler. I will kill you. I will kill you dead. Still got some stone scale eel.
You need something?
I need more room in my bank. How about that? Okay. Actually, oh, actually the bank's finally starting to clear out. Check it out, guys. This is like the first time in a long time that I've actually had a little bit of space. Yeah, and I'm trying to hold on to some of the lower stuff, like these bronze copper bars and stuff, you know, for if I go back to engineering, I can use that.
Safe travels.
We don't need all these healing potions either, so let's get rid of this. And, oh, wait a second. Let's combine this with this. 6 should be enough.
See you around.
Alright, let's... No, that's fine. We need to cook up the Yellowtail that I got, and Sage Fistula we got. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we can cook up.
Looking for something specific?
You know what, let's, what was I going to sell this? Let's put a few more things in the bank just so we have a little bit more room. We don't need this elixir of water breathing just yet, although it is always nice to have the elixir of water breathing on you because it can be good for emergency situations. This here is kind of an interesting item, this moist towelette. I don't remember where I got it, but it removes 1 negative spell effect. This could actually save my life in certain scenarios, so probably should put this on a hotbar somewhere. We'll just put it on numpad. I believe this is numpad 9. Yep. Let's put this on numpad 9 if we ever need it. Kind of a get out of jail free card for any kind of really weird negative spell effect. And we're going to put this right here. What else can we deposit? That's what she said. I mean, what?
See you later.
Alright. That's good. I'll go AFK while I'm flight so I can tell my wife about you guys donating, because it'll make her happy. She'll be like, what? Thanks again for the donations, guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to go to Hinterlands. We're going to farm the trolls, and we got some rest time here, so we should be able to farm straight to 47 fairly quickly. I mean, like within maybe... Should probably take, like, believe it or not, that little bit. It seems like not that much, but it'll probably take about an hour and a half, would be my guess. About an hour and 30 minutes of killing trolls. Maybe hour 30 minutes to 2 hours. And when you get up into, like, this level, like, I mean, if you get up to this level, for me anyway, because my gear's not that great, if I can level, like, 1 level just killing mobs in, like, 4 hours, I'm actually pretty happy. That means I could play like 12 hours and level 3 levels. You know, 3 levels in a day at level 46 is pretty damn good. Alright. Alright, I'm going to go AFK, guys. And I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. You say you used to work out 6 days a week in high school? Well, I didn't work out in high school, but I didn't have to because, like I said, I was playing a lot of sports. And working out really wasn't something I wanted. I mean, I worked out a little, mostly on my shoulders for tennis. I worked out on my shoulders, and I did a lot of jump rope and stuff for flexibility. But I worked the first time I really worked out with weights in any kind of heavy degree was with my brother in college, and that's when I worked out with more heavy weights, doing squats and the core body, the core stuff, bench press, military press, squats, leg lifts, leg extensions, leg curls, all kinds of stuff. And so I was in great shape. Like when I was like my sophomore in college, I was like about, I don't know, 170 pounds and pretty much all muscle. I never could quite get a six-pack, though. So getting a six-pack always was tough. I always had, like, a four-pack, Like, I always had, like, the four-pack. But for some reason, I could never get a six-pack. I don't know, maybe I need to do more low abdominal exercises. But I was happy with where I was, I was in great shape. So it took me probably about 15, 20 years to get really out of shape. So it was a slow progression, Like from 30 to 35, each year you get a little bit more out of shape. And from 35 to 40, it's like a slow progression. But it's like a curve that you don't want to, that starts to fall off, like a cliff. And that's what's happened the last couple of years because of the COVID and just working at home and gaming all the time. My conditioning has dropped a lot. But the good news is it's not that hard to get cardio back. It's not that difficult. Those things don't worry. What worries me is just, the fact that I have tendonitis and the fact that my knee's in such bad shape. Those things kind of suck because, like, when I go hiking with my wife in Tennessee, it sucks if I can only go like 2-3 hours before my knee starts to hurt. It sucks. You don't want that kind of roadblock. Anyway, so I guess New Year's resolution is to try to really build my knee back up, get my knee back to where it's a lot stronger. Look at these lights. See, we can't get here. See this little part in the world? Can we get into this area here, right here? I don't know if you can. I guess you can. Can you go up through... I've never been there. I'm going to have to go up there just to look at it, because I don't think I've ever been in this little strip here. I have to do that today, maybe, just to see what it looks like, because I've never been there. I don't like there being places in the world that you can get to that I haven't been to. Looks like the big black kitty's with us today. Hi, Cyrus. He likes to sleep next to me while I'm gaming. It really stinks not having two monitors because, like, when I'm in flight, I can always go. Excuse me, I can always go to the other monitor and like look up stuff, or even just, check out the Discord for death clips and stuff. And man, I've gotten so used to that. I've actually got I've got two monitors here. I just haven't. I mean, I could theoretically hook one up and put it on the floor, like, and tilt the monitor so it's facing up at me. I could do that. Or I'm sure I could make another makeshift desk to put another monitor on, but it's kind of more trouble than it's worth, seeing as how my real computer desk will be here on Saturday. It's really a good thing that we still have the old apartment till the 15th of January, because of my knee, it's going to make it hard for me to move, get everything moved out of there as fast as I wanted to. And I hate to make my wife have to do, to deal with the rest of what's left. Well, there isn't that much left, to be honest. But I don't like her having to do it. She's... how old is... My wife is... She's like 14 years younger than me. And she's 36 right now, so... She's still in much better shape than I am. She always rags on me about it too. Testing. I can't even see the microphone. I can't see the OBS window. Yeah, but it's gonna be cool when I really want to start doing some videos on Unreal Game Engine. I always go back and forth between which game engine to use. Unreal's a really great game engine. It's a fantastic game engine, but the learning curve is much higher than Unity's, and it does use C++ as underlying programming language. But in the beginning, we're not even gonna use C++. We're going to use Blueprints, because Blueprints is kind of like a visual designer, and Blueprints does create the C++ behind the scenes. And I've coded C++ before, but very little. C++ is kind of an annoying language. It's the only hard part about C++ really, to me, has always been just the pointers, memory management, and all that stuff. Just the regular, like, coding objects and stuff. It's just like every other programming language I've ever used, so it's not difficult. But once you start getting into really the pointers and the references and the memory management, that's the part where it's always kind of hard to keep up with. But if we can use the blueprints to manage a lot of the stuff for us, and then we can also use the code the blueprints create as a way to learn, like, how everything's being done behind the scenes, it should work. And plus, the Unreal Engine does have kind of its own coding language. I mean, it's C++, but it's got to have its own version of C++. So there's a little bit of a learning curve there. It's not quite just straightforward, normal C++. I don't think about it that much, Dan. I mean, it seems like a big age gap, but I don't look 50. Let's be honest. I don't really look 50. I certainly, I do. I'm starting to get to the point where I look 50, but it's mostly just, getting out of shape, and I mean, I have gray hair, but that's, everybody in my family grays really early. That's just normal. I don't talk 50. I don't sound like I'm 50. I don't really act 50. So, I don't know. When people meet me and talk to me, they never really think I'm that old, like, but time does catching up to me. It does catch up to you. But I stopped drinking, so that'll definitely help. I don't drink anymore. I used to drink quite a bit, just for fun as social. I was a big drinker for years. I always, hang out with friends, going out, drinking beer, partying it up. I mean, I used to do that. I don't do any of that anymore. I don't drink at all anymore. Oh man, there's like no trolls here. Somebody's farming these guys. Oh, you know what I forgot to do in Stormwind? Forgot to check for scrolls. Man, somebody has come through here and killed just about everybody. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh. Sometimes the trolls are hard to see because they kind of match the background. They kind of blend in. They have good camouflage. Oh, I'm so happy to get back to fighting. I was tired of just doing non-fighting stuff. Mining and fishing. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a food buff going. And then we'll get some scrolls going, and then we'll start the grind here. Yeah, everybody always thinks I'm, younger. So, that's good. I'm glad, And since I've been pretty much, when I was younger, I was in this all the time because I played tennis and stuff. But by the time I hit like age 30, I pretty much stopped going out in the sun. So my skin is in pretty good condition. I don't have like a lot of wrinkles or anything. Of course, that runs in my family. My mother's 84, and you would never guess that she was that old. She looks like she's like 70, because her skin's just not wrinkled. There's not that many wrinkles. It's amazing. Alright, let me turn the in-game volume down because it's way too loud. I turned it up because of fishing. I like to hear the bobber splash, so I don't miss it. That's a lot better.
Lovely. Lovely.
But these guys are great to farm too, because you can see they're just strung out perfectly. They're like at a perfect spacing, so you can just charge, like a like a pinball. I'm like a pinball bouncing through a pinball machine, killing these guys. It's like they're laid out perfectly. That's why I like farming these guys so much. They're even better for warriors. Like on a paladin, I have to mount up and ride over, but on the warrior, I just run a little bit and charge. I just wish I had more silk cloth. These guys do drop silk, but it's not as that often. Ooh, good. Let's make these silk bandages. We'll make 19 silk bandages. That'll keep us in a little bit of healing. And I also got some of the food, some fishing food, but not a lot. I do need to cook up. There's a fireplace over right behind me, so we can go cook up the yellowfin. Cook up the yellowtail, I mean. Yellowfin, yellowtail. Yes, we are grinding mobs without target dummies, but these mobs, knock on wood, are pretty safe. They don't have roots. They're pretty spaced apart, so they run, but they're pretty safe. They're not a really dangerous mob. They're lower level than me, so I don't really have a lot of fear about grinding these guys. And I know their spawn locations because I've farmed these guys so much, so I'm not really, these guys don't really concern me too much. I mean, that's what we're going to do. We're going to use my knowledge of World of Warcraft to just use zones and areas of the game that I know are pretty, where I know the spawns and the spawn locations, and I know where the dangers lie. And we're going to try to use that all the way to 60. And see, there you got a superior healing potion. You got the wild vine I was talking about. The one thing is going to be a little nerve-wracking is if I do want to try to farm in Ungoro. That's going to be a little scary because of the devil sores. Those are scary. So I'm not sure if I'll farm Ungoro. If I do, it'll be like at a much higher level. I mean, I do want to do it because I need the buffs. So I'm gonna get the crystal buffs, but I'll probably wait till I'm like 54 at least. Hopefully by 54 we'll have gotten some more good gear.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
I'm gonna hit him with a hamstring. Okay. I'm going to keep BS as long as I can until something scares the heck out of me and forces me to go back. But I'm going to try to be extra special careful, Dan. I really don't want to put myself into situations that are dangerous. So, yeah, I'm going to keep BS for now because I know that the quests I'm doing right now are pretty safe. Like, I mean, the zones I'm farming, I'm not really doing any quests. If I go back to Daenerys and start doing the swashbuckler hats, that area is a little bit scary, to be honest. And I'm talking about Daenerys over here. Like, when you get to Daenerys here and you go into this area here where all these South Sea Shakedown, that's a scary area. There are a lot of mobs. There's casters. You could easily get like 4 or 5 mobs on you, and that area actually does scare me. So I'm not sure when I'll attempt to go do those quests. Let's get our sharpened blade going.
Lovely.
this chair is so uncomfortable. I don't even know how I managed to stream as long as I did yesterday. Looks like you're gonna have some competition for farming.
Lovely.
Ah, didn't need a... I thought I had a different buff up. Missed my overpower there. I didn't see it proc. Sometimes the overpower will proc and it doesn't proc my
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
it doesn't proc my audio sound, you know? I don't know why that is. It's weird.
Lovely. 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 You can kiss your ass goodbye. Lovely.
Hey Emmanuel, how's it going, man? Merry Christmas, buddy. Good to see you. Oh, in southwestern Fairless? Oh yeah, southwestern. So, oh yeah, I know what you mean. You mean over here, right? Like right to this area right here. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Emmanuel. When I get done farming these guys for like a couple hours, you know, maybe I'll farm these guys for like an hour, another hour, and then maybe we'll try that out. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's a good tip. I didn't think about farming those guys. Now, are you sure Alliance can kill them? I think they can, because I think I've killed them before on an Alliance. Because Cargos the other day is like, dude, you can just go kill the Sprite Darters. I mean, that's great. There's like great XP, and they die really fast. And I'm like, and of course I went over there, and as an Alliance, it won't even let you attack them. So I was like, well, that was a big waste of time. I mean, kudos to Cargos for trying to help out, but Cargos plays mostly Horde. He's mostly a Horde player. And I always get the impression that whenever he plays Alliance, he doesn't really enjoy it. Like, you can just tell when he plays Alliance, I don't think he really, you know, he's a Horde. He's Horde through and through. I'm an Alliance. I'm an Alliance through and through. Yeah, I don't have any problem with the Horde, but I like the Alliance. I like the playing as an Alliance. It's just because I like humans and Night Elves. I think that's probably why. It's a race thing. It's not like a... I think the Horde have great quests, great zones and all that, but... although I like the Alliance zones better than the Horde zones, if you want me to be truthful about it. But yeah, we might try that. I mean, especially if there's anybody here competing with me, and I know there's this rogue over here that's killing these guys, and that's why there's no one to kill right now, because this rogue's running around killing them. So I'm a little bit disappointed in that, but here's one. It's okay. All right. You know what? Let's try it. Well, let's try it, Emmanuel. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we have the right amount. So what we'll do here is we're going to get 10
Lovely.
of the bracelet of the necklaces here, so that we can just do the turn-ins. I don't want to have any left over that I have to throw away. So once we get 10 of these, we only need 3 more, then we'll go do the griffins. Because yeah, I'm always up for doing something different. It's always exciting to see what kind of loot they drop. So thanks, Emmanuel. Good tip. I'm always excited to try something different, you know? Although I hate to... So we need to do these at least for 18 more minutes, because I hate wasting buffs, and I got a lot of buffs going right now. I do not like to waste buffs, because it's the kill factor. You know, time to kill is going to be better right now, because of all these buffs I got going.
Lovely.
Hope you're having a good holiday season, Emmanuel. As I hope you guys are all having a good day. One thing I've not done during COVID, I've not gotten a haircut I've not gotten a haircut in the past like 6 months. I just let my hair grow because I don't go anywhere. Like, and if I go outside, I just throw on a baseball cap. So I'll think of all the money I've saved, because I used to go to a salon and my friend Bianca would cut my hair, and it's like, you know, it's like $50 haircut, you know. And I would do that like once a month. So hey, I saved $300 over the past 6 months just by not getting haircuts. But I got to go to this every time I have to go to an event like this, just like a family thing with my wife's family. I always like, oh, I got to try to figure out how to style my hair because it's just so damn long. Slick it back, my friend.
Lovely.
The North Sprint Harpy. Oh yeah, the Harpies, huh?
Lovely.
Hey DG, thanks man. Yeah, I'll try the Harpies too.
Lovely.
If I can grind mobs like that to 60, it's safer than doing some of the quests. Well, the Harpies are a little dangerous though. I've never been a fan of Harpies because they were kind of dangerous. They cast a lot of spells. They fly fairly quickly when they see you, and they also have like cyclones and stuff. So if those guys have cyclones and fireballs and stuff like that, they're going to be a lot more dangerous than the Griffins. Okay, well, we still have 15 minutes though on the buffs here, so we're going to go for 15 necklaces at least, or see how many we get when these buffs are getting close to being gone.
Lovely.
And then we'll just make sure that we have a denomination of 5 so that we're not wasting any.
Lovely.
Oh, he's running off, huh? You bastard! No, take that arrow! Ooh, the glyphed leggings. Northwest Fairless. Okay, so Northwest Fairless would be Alright, Northwest Fairless would be, I guess, so over here? I'm trying to think. I know the griffins are here. Over here we've got, what, gorillas, right? Gorillas here. I don't know where the harpies are. I'm going to guess they're probably up here. You said northwest, maybe over here. By this structure, maybe? I don't think I've ever farmed the harpies before in Fairless. Yeah, see, the enveloping winds and fireballs can be dangerous. And like I said, I don't have target dummies right now because I dropped engineering for blacksmithing, so I want to make sure that what I'm doing is fairly safe. But we'll take a look. I mean, it depends on what level they are, too. I mean, if they're like level 43 or something, and I'm like 47, it should be pretty safe. You know, if I've got 4 or 5 levels over the mobs, it's going to be pretty safe. The island. Ooh, island. I don't like elite dragons. We don't like elite dragons. I don't like elite dragons. No, 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 no.
Lovely.
Elite dragons on the island, huh? Oh yeah, there's the Naga here, and of course I don't go over here. You're just talking about the Isle of Dread. I mean, there's the Naga here that are not elite, but maybe there's dragons down here that are elite. And then these little islands, so... I don't know if you're talking about the Isle of Dread. Yeah, if they die easy, then... And like I said, if I'm 4 or 5 levels above and they die easy, then I'm not really concerned about it. I've got plenty of, superior healing potions, which are 700 to 900 health, so that's a pretty good chunk of health.
Lovely.
I don't really have anything else. I wish I had more. I don't have explosives, and I couldn't even use them if I did. Although, you know what I should have done, guys, to be honest? But I could have made, because I had a lot, and I mean a lot of solid stone. I could have made some, some dynamite that was usable by that didn't require engineering. Which would have been kind of, it wouldn't have stun on it, but it would have just been good for AoE damage if I had more than one mob on me and I was in a little bit of trouble. But really, if you, with defensive stance, it would take at least... I don't know. I'm trying to think how many mobs I could take. Like if I aggroed like 3 Witherbark Scalpers, I wouldn't be worried at all. I think it would have to take 5 mobs of level 40, 42 to really start to get me to the point where I think I'd be in serious trouble. And I also have fear too, so let's not discount that. I mean, I can fear as long as it fears them all. I can bandage. And of course we have shield wall, but shield wall, dude, it takes so. Look at this. Shield wall takes. Oh, it doesn't require any rage? It says it requires shields. Oh, so it doesn't require any rage. That's good. I thought it required like a ton of rage. Guess not. Alright, I better start watching what I'm doing and get myself killed just looking at abilities. Okay, so we got 13. These stack in stacks of 20. By the time we get 20, we're probably pretty close to burning out our buffs. Northwestern Fairless at the border to Desolus. Ooh, Northwestern. So over here somewhere that I can't see maybe? Because I don't see any island there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there must be something that's not on the map, because, yeah, I don't usually go to islands too often, unless there's a reason to go there, Like islands, because a lot of times they do have elites or just weird stuff going on. Yeah, but like I said, the reason I kill these guys is because of the necklace. I mean, every 5 necklaces equals like 390 experience, so like I only get 157 experience, so you're talking I get more experience. I get like 2.2 kills experience for every 5 necklaces, so that makes this XP grind on the trolls a lot more lucrative than you might think, Well, before we go anywhere, let's go over to Arathi Highlands and get the recipe for Mage Weave cloth, because we're getting a lot of Mage Weave. Well, not a lot right now, but we're to the point where we need to be using Mage Weave bandages. I shouldn't even be using silk bandages at this point. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with using silk, but we need to have Mage Weave bandages learned so that we can have that extra ability to heal more, you know.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. Lovely.
Oh, it's not on the western coast? I thought you said northwestern. Look at the Faroes map. There is water and land. You hover it. Oh, It's like inland? Is it this? So this island here. Maybe it's this one, but... I don't know. I don't know. Oh, it's inland. Okay. It must be this one right here. This is the one you're talking about. Yeah, I'll give you guys probably already know this, but when you see a structure that's big like this with a circle, like a temple, that almost always equals elite. Almost every single time. I can give you another example of that. If you go over here to Ashtanar, see this look similar? See this temple? It's the same. This is also elite dragons. So that symbol almost always equals elite dragons. You know, just so you guys know. If you didn't know that, you might have already known that.
Lovely.
I would like to get more Mage Weave cloth off these guys, but before I go to Arathi Highlands and learn Mage Weave Vantage. Yeah, they would kick my butt, is what they would.
Lovely. 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 You can kiss your ass goodbye.
What? Let me pour some more Mountain Dew into this glass. Well, I can probably only stream for another hour and a half, I'm guessing, because if we are... I don't know if we're leaving it for or what, but at some point in time I gotta take a shower and shave and look presentable for my wife's sisters and her cousins and all that business. Of course, my wife's parents will be there as well. Good old Christmas. It's so weird this time of year. We go there for Thanksgiving too, so within just a few weeks, you know, we're like, or a month, I guess. I get to see all her family. Oh, joy. Her family's all pretty nice, though.
Lovely.
Ah! Executing the wrong skills.
You
What are
can
you...
kiss your ass goodbye.
What are you doing, Jillian? Alright, let's see how we're doing on the necklaces. So we still need 4 more necklaces before we can head out of here. Damn, that rogue come through? I thought I saw... Yeah, who knows? Three more
Lovely.
necklaces. Damn it, I missed my overpower. Ah. But you can see why these guys are good. I mean, it's a really good farm. They're all spaced perfectly. They're easy to kill. And they drop lots of Mage Weave cloth, and pretty good loot tree.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Two more necklaces. What is this? It's 1392, and it's still taking a while to get my health up. That just shows you I've really raised my health pool quite a bit. 2661. I remember when 1392 food seemed like amazing, you know?
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
One more necklace.
Lovely. Lovely.
I think the only ones that run are the scalpers. The zealots don't run.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
All right, let's check it out. We're gonna head over to the hinterlands. First, we're gonna head over to Phyllis, but first let's hit the Rathy Highlands and get the Mage Wave pattern or Mage Wave recipe, whatever, so we can learn how to make Mage Wave bandages. Are you sure I can attack those griffins, right? Because remember, like that griffin I just ran past is green and I can't attack him. But I seem to remember that I could attack those griffins because I thought I killed some before.
Interest you on a pint? Watch your back. Be good.
Be good. Good. Alright, we're getting pretty close to 47, guys. Like I said, I think we got a good 369, 12, 9 times 4, 36, 1560 XP with those 4 turns, if my math was correct. Yeah, and it was. If my math is correct, and it always is. What's that from? If my math is correct, and it always is. Stargate Atlantis? Yeah, Rodney McKay. That's what it's from. My math is correct, and it always is.
What's on your mind?
Alright, Rathy.
Safe travels.
Yeah, let me see if I can take a picture of what I'm looking at here. My office, which is like completely empty, but let's see. I'll try to send it up to this. Where can I send it? We can put it in Discord, but I don't know if all you guys are even in my Discord server. I know some of you probably are. All right, here we go. So here's like, I'm sitting to the left here in the corner. This is the very right edge of this tiny desk I'm playing at right now. This is one of my smaller monitors. This is just one of my guitars. I've got like about 10 in the closet to my right. You can see the office is completely empty pretty much, except for some cables and stuff, you know, for monitors and stuff, and laptop here, and then some dirty clothes in the bathroom. And then you can see my black cat Osiris, who just loves to sleep while I'm gaming, so he's doing his normal thing. Oh shit, we landed fast. Short flight. Neutral materials and Gray Feather Hippogriffs drop 2 of the 4 materials. Natural materials. Where does the natural materials quest get it? Where do you get it? I don't know where natural materials is, where I acquire that quest at. The second hardcore, the second hardcore warrior I made was a night elf, and she died right here. She was level 29, and I was auto-pathing to this road right here. And I was looking at my other monitor, and I saw a big pack of mobs up here, and I thought it was the Alliance mobs. I had forgotten there was a big pack of Forsaken mobs that patrols the road here. And I basically, when I looked back at the screen, and with the way this add-on, the way this works, I don't see the nameplates right away. And like, I don't even think the names were showing up as red until I went into the nameplate add-on and custom configured it. They were showing up as white, and so I changed it so they would show in red. And so I basically saw these white nameplates, and then all of a sudden you get close enough. By the time you get close enough, you know, then you have to be really close. And since they were about 5 levels over me, they aggroed me before I even saw their nameplates. And I was like, oh no! And I was on foot, and of course they killed me, and that was the end of my level 29. That was the end of my 29 warrior, my second warrior. Yeah, so Horde only, yeah. I will say that I think the Horde have an easier leveling path to 60 than the Alliance. From what I've heard and what I've gleaned, like this is what I thought they were. I thought it was this group, but it wasn't. It was a Horde group. From what I've gleaned, you know, it just feels like the Horde pop maybe has a easier leveling path to 60 than the Alliance. But I don't know. I can't say for certain because I've never leveled a Horde to 60 in vanilla WoW. So maybe you could tell me, Dan, if that's the case. Mage with bandage. Ooh, scroll of protection, scroll of stamina, scroll of spirit. Oh, so now we can actually, if we really wanted to stock up on scrolls, I could hit this guy too. That makes 3 people I know that sell scrolls. Oh, I forgot. I mean, I knew this guy sold scrolls, but I forgot. No! Get back on your mount, girl. Did you do Dan, did you do a hardcore character, or are you just talking about regular non-hardcore?
Hey there.
Hardcore is definitely challenging. Well, it's difficult on the warrior. I don't think hardcore would be that difficult in like some classes, like paladin, priest. You know, maybe priest could be hard because you don't have any really escape mechanics.
See you later.
But like paladin, hunter, I mean, to me, those classes are pretty easy. But you know, I haven't leveled one to 60. I leveled a paladin to level 29, and I don't think I ever dropped below 30% health. You guys can go back. I think my streams are still up for that. I don't think I ever got below 30% health on my paladin, and I got all the way to like level. Actually, I think it was 29 or 39. It might have even been 39. And then I just deleted that character because I wanted the name for a different character, and I just didn't see myself ever going back and completing it because I had 2 other paladins that were almost 60 that I wanted to play. So, but yeah, it was easy. Like paladins are so easy because of healing and they mitigate so much damage. The only time you ever get close to being in trouble is if you go up against casters, but it's so easy to avoid that. You just don't attack casters. You just go against mobs that are, melee. You wouldn't be able to delete a high level. Well, the highest I've had to delete was the 35 warrior, the Night Elf 35 warrior I had to delete. It'll be tough for me if I have to delete this character because, like I said, I spent so much time on this character. I've invested a lot of time. And I think it's tough for anybody. I mean, I know a lot of people I've seen level like a character, like he gets like 20 and die, gets like 30 and die, and then gets like 50 and die, and then you just don't see him again. It's like they give up. They're like, nah, sorry, I'm done. Or maybe they take a couple weeks off from the game and then come back and try again. But it is pretty devastating to have a character that's up in the 50s die. At least so I'm told. Remember Cargos's warrior was like level 48 or 50, I can't remember. Above 48, I think, and he was one fireball away from death, and he said it shook him so much he couldn't play the rest of the day. Because, you're running from a mob that's throwing fireballs, and she hit him, and he knew that if she threw one more fireball, he was dead. He's like, unless, of course, he resists it. But he knew he was dead, and he got lucky, and he got just far enough out of range, and the mage didn't cast another fireball. But he said it shook him to his core. He's like, oh my god, it can scare you. When I almost died on this character, but I think when you die, it's just realization that you can't get too mad about it. I mean, it happened. I mean, sometimes stuff happens. Like if I would have died to that buzzard, I would have been really upset. I mean, super upset. I would have been mad, and I probably wouldn't have played the game for days. But it's just shit happens. I would have probably just started my druid, I'd be like, okay, let me level druid. But I've said many times that I won't stop the warrior until I get the warrior to 60. And I meant it at the time, but now after getting this character this high and spending this much time on this character, if this character dies, I don't think I could start another warrior. Maybe I could. I don't know. Maybe I could. There's something within me, and I've always been this way that. If I fail at something, I get really mad, and I want to succeed. So I don't have a lot of quit in me when it comes to something like that. So I don't like having a challenge that I don't succeed in. So I could see me dying at 50 and then honestly turning around the next day and starting up another hardcore warrior. I could see me doing it. So never say never, right? That's cool, Dan. Yeah, no, it's cool. Like I said, I'm not the kind of person who likes to watch other people play that much because I like playing too much to be, I'd rather be playing than watching. But I know there's a lot of people out there that enjoy watching. Oh, we got a Mark of the Wild. Well, I guess the fastest way to get there would be to head to to go ahead and just fly to Feathermoon, then take the boat, and then maybe because I think that's probably its fastest, but Feathermoon's always a bit of a bitch to kind of navigate. I don't even know why I flew here when I just could have flown straight to Feathermoon. Oh, I rode the boat here. God, man, my brain's not working right now. But, yeah, I'll just fly over to Feathermoon, and then we'll try to catch the boat. If the boat's not there, we'll do what I always do, which is just swim. It's not that far of a swim. I think of myself as a casual player. I don't think of myself... I don't really play World of Warcraft to any hardcore level. In fact, I don't think I ever... to me, hardcore is the people that are, insanely hardcore. I mean, I guess I was hardcore for a while. I think in Burning Crusade, you probably could classify me as a hardcore because I played every day, and I played 8 hours a day every day. But outside of the Burning Crusade, maybe Wrath of the Lich King, I also played a lot. But I was, I think I got divorced. When did I get divorced from my first wife? I think What year was it? It would have been around 2000. I don't know, 2009 maybe. So right around that time, I really didn't do anything but work and play WoW, So, yeah, I kind of no-lifed it there for a while. And then I started meeting new friends and started going out, and then I started doing more of a party phase where I went out with friends and drank and, and partied and stayed up late. And then, I didn't game as much then. I did on the week, I did on certain days, because I didn't party every day. I would just party like a couple times a week. We'd go out and drink and have fun, and then the other days I would have to recover from the hangover, and then those are the days that I played WoW. So, hi, babe. Did you make meatballs? Oh, I was hungry too. Thank you. He loves laying in here when I stream. Who does? Look at that little. You see the treasure? His secret treasure. There's an echo in here. I know. My knee hurts. Yeah, Saturday morning out. It's a good thing we have that apartment till the 15th. Because we might need a few extra days. Love you, babe. Love you. My wife just brought me some meatballs. And they're good, too. These Italian meatballs. Yeah, like, I did do, like, when the Saria season came out in Burning Crusade, I did a lot of PvP, and I got up to, like, 1940 or something, and I think I got the rival title, which just means I was, like, top 10% on my server. But I had a blast. I had a blast playing PvP, and that was kind of where, to me, raiding disappeared. I had so much fun with PvP and doing Battlegrounds and doing Arena that was it for me. That's all I did for most of WoW. I did quests and I did dungeons to get certain gear that I thought I might need, and just to level, when the expansions came out. But as far as like raiding, I really didn't raid that much at all. Like in Cataclysm and Pandaria and all those. Any expansion after Burning Crusade, I really didn't raid that much. So my time was spent in the arena. When Terra came out, I did become one of the best warriors on the server in Terra. I was really good on the warrior class in Terra, and I soloed the dungeon Fanga Prima. I soloed it, which was, there was only like maybe 1 or 2 warriors in the world that did that. At least at the time that I did it, there was only a few. It was really hard. It took weeks and weeks of learning all the fights and learning like how to get past fights and using the campfire bug. And Terry had this campfire you could drop on the ground and throw buffs into it, and they would burn in the campfire and it would apply a buff to you. Well, I found out that to skip the trash mobs, you could just run from the first boss to the next boss and haggle all the trash mobs, then throw down a campfire, jump up on top of it, and then they, it was like they couldn't hit you because you were on top of another level. Just like in WoW, if you jump onto an obstruction they can't reach. Ooh. Loading wreckage, but it's also next to 48 elemental. Ugh, no thank you. You want to talk about dangerous. Try killing 48 elementals with a melee class when you're around their level. Oh my god, they hit so hard. I won't even dare go next to a 48 elemental. And right here's where my paladin got Gut Ripper, the epic dagger, and dropped off an elemental right over here. Not this one, just one of these regular ones. All right, where's the boat? Where's the boat? Maybe we'll get lucky. I didn't look to see if it was. I didn't see it at the port, but maybe it was there. Oh yeah, there's the elite. Elite's there. Also, this is one of the where... Oh, I thought it was, but it's not. I thought you could ride your mount all the way up this, but I guess not. I was going to say it's one of the rare places where you could do that, but I guess not. I think you can ride your mount on the pier, though. Alright, where's the boat? I'll give the boat about 10 seconds, maybe. Actually, I thought I just saw the boat. Yeah. I could have sworn I saw the boat over there, but maybe not. Maybe it's just scotoma. The brain sees what it wants to see. Yep, I think I missed the boat. I know, man. About 3.5 bars to 47. Once we get into the 50s, that's when it becomes a real deal, you know? Once we get to the 50s, then we're like, every level is huge. We're like, oh, 52, 53. We can do the countdown. 8 levels to go. 7, 6, 5, 4. Yeah, now the boat's there. Did I say it sucks streaming with only one monitor? I've said it like 1,000 times. It's so painful. Oh, just a couple more days to get my computer desk back. Oh, I didn't think I was going to be streaming today at all, guys. So, luckily, I guess we're going to my wife's sister's later than I thought. I thought we were going to be going like 2 or something, but we're going at 4. I'll check around probably 3. Wait, oh, it's only 1 o'clock? 2, 3? Oh, so I can maybe stream till 3? I don't know, I got to check, because I don't know if we're leaving at 4 or if we have to get there. If we have to get there at 4, it takes about 30 minutes to get there, so we have to leave at 3:30. What quest does this guy have? I think he has to kill these elementals, which is no way.
Best deals anywhere.
Oh,
Keep it real.
well, thank you. I don't want anything to do with these elementals. They are bad news. For a plate wearer, for any kind of a melee plate wearer, or just melee in general, bad news. You know what? I didn't vendor my inventory, man. That was stupid. That was really dumb. Oh well. That was really stupid on my part. We'll use some of these scrolls. That'll clear a few spots. We can throw away these troll sweat. 3 silver is not gonna break the bank. Now you say you're a horde player. I really hope that these griffins are attackable because, you know, just because you can, as a horde, could kill them doesn't necessarily mean I can. A lot of griffins are green to me and I cannot attack them, so I really hope that these are something I can actually hit. Now here's the... shit. Really? We don't have target dummies, so we're not taking any chances by aggroing like multiple mobs, especially since this guy just stunned me. Ooh. You see how much damage that did? I saw my health just go... Oops, sorry, bunny. My wife would not like the fact that I just killed a bunny rabbit. I'm pretty sure I've killed these before. Yes, good. Thank God. I was going to say, I was pretty sure I've killed these before. Okay, and they are level 43, so they're going to give good XP. Higher level than the mobs I was killing before. What was that? Protection. Stamina. Protection. Yeah. Oh, did I say flying hippogriffs instead of what? Fray feather? Flying hippogriff. They actually look like flying hippogriffs. Okay, yeah. And they're fray feather, so they're not hard. They're not. They're actually hippogriffs. Cool. All right. Well, that one seemed to die pretty easily. I'm going to zoom out the camera just because I'm not really that familiar with the surrounding area. I don't really farm here usually, so... Yeah, I saw you said it above. They actually look like flying hippogriffs. I didn't know if I had said it, but yeah, that's... Okay, the elegant feathers are worth pretty good money, right? Yeah, well, 5 silver. I think the vibrant plume is worth like 9 silver, isn't it? Maybe? Well, they're higher level, so they're going to be worth some XP.
Lovely.
You can see I'm going to miss a lot more. They're still 2 levels beneath me, and I'm still going to be missing quite a bit.
Lovely.
Come on. You can loot. They go all the way to 47? Damn. Well, 43 is good. 44 is a little high, but that's okay. Well, I'm going to hit 47, though, so... But yeah, this is a good spot if they go all the way to 47, because you can just keep upgrading. You'll keep going up. Since these fights are taking longer, I'm just going to use a rend. Might as well.
Lovely.
Yeah, you can see once they get to 44, it takes longer for me to kill them. There's a 44. But they're not really doing much damage to me, that's good.
Lovely.
Hollow Bone's not worth much, is it? No, 6 silver. Not a lot, but not nothing. It's worth something, I guess.
Lovely. Lovely.
Yeah, and you said you liked killing the lightning ones. That must be the patriarchs then. No, the 47s are not the ones I want to kill, especially if they're throwing lightning bolts, because I'm only 46, so we'll stick with these right here for now.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
My rage is falling off fast. I had like 65 rage. 55 rage. 50 rage. 71 rage.
Lovely.
Ooh, the lunar spear of the eagle. Ooh, look at that. Wow. That's a cool looking transmog item. That's a really cool item. Too bad we can't sell that in the auction house. Well, if they drop a few more magic items like that, this will really be worth it. That was worth 72 silver. But man, wouldn't it be nice if they dropped like an epic sword? 1.0 attack speed? The fastest I've seen is what, 1.3? 1.31? I think 1.4 dagger is about the fastest for melee. I think. Yeah, it's total bling bling, isn't it? It was all sparkly. Sparkly, look at that. That's some serious bling. There's the vibrant plume I was talking about. These are worth quite a bit. 8 silver, see?
Lovely.
Well, we're gonna make some money if they keep dropping these. I mean, these things add up to money. So you got 30 silver there already. We've got 30 silver. Plus we got, we've already made almost 1.5 gold. We haven't been here but a couple minutes. That's good. Just wish I had more inventory room. Wish I would have vendored before I came here like an idiot. I was,
Lovely.
my wife came in. I was talking to her and I was talking about different things. I got all distracted. Damn it. Oh well. Yeah, the manual's right. So far, the XP's been good and the money's been good. So and they're spaced out pretty well. So there seems to be a lot of them, and I doubt there's gonna be too many people farming them. I don't know.
Lovely.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Does have swoop though, so that was a knockdown stun. But they don't hit that hard, so even if I got 2 of these on me, it would be no issue. Here's the Skystormer. Let's try this 45. Oof. Let's put on my shield so we can interrupt any kind of spells. Does he have spells? I mean, with Skystorm, you think he would. So far, nothing.
Lovely.
Maybe he doesn't have any spells. Skystormer. Oh, there, now he does it. I'd already switched. To my dagger. So he's got like an AoE storm, like a druid. Okay. Well, and he drops feathery wings, which are okay. Well, I guess the other ones too. So yeah, these are good money. Definitely good money because all these items they're dropping are 6 silver plus, so they're going to stack up to 30 plus silver, which is good. Ooh, I hope that's not aggressive. Oh, I was gonna say if we have aggressive elementals, then this would not be a good spot. But he's not aggressive, so that's good. If that guy would have been aggressive, say 46 elemental, that could have made things difficult. So.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any ambush risk here,
Lovely.
other than that elemental, but only if the elemental was aggressive, and he's not, so...
Lovely.
I don't see any other mobs here other than these guys, and these walls are going to prevent any other mobs from really... one of the safest places you can always be is to put your back up to a wall, because then you know nothing's ever going to sneak up, behind you. So it's always a good strategy to fight with your back against a wall. Yeah, and it'll take a while to fill up my inventory, so as long as we keep killing the same types, and they keep dropping the same type of loot, then I think we're fine.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Let me pour some more Mountain Dew here. I mean, we talk about money, but really the only thing I'm really spending money on is just repairability and skills. So money is not in bag space. That's it. I'm not really buying anything else. And just those items can be expensive, but they're not too bad.
Lovely. Lovely.
Yeah, these are really good. This is a really good spot, actually. I mean, I could see leveling all the way to 50. You could level all the way to
You can
50
kiss your ass goodbye.
just killing these guys, really.
Lovely.
I mean, it'd take a while, but I mean, it's going to be really interesting to see what their loot pool is like. I mean, what kind of like magic items do they drop? Ooh, I'm a little bit low on health.
You were screwed.
Yeah, I got a little bit low, too low in health there. I got to pay more attention to my health. That was a little too close for comfort. Got about 10 more minutes on our buffs.
Lovely.
You can see how much harder it is for me to kill level 45. So level 43s go down pretty easy. Level 44s go down fairly easy. Once it hits 45, all of a sudden I start, taking a lot more damage, and it starts being much more difficult to kill them. So you see the big difference in level. That's why I think you should always be killing mobs that are at least, if you're going to grind mobs, preferred mob level I would say is at least 2 levels beneath you. But I think preferred mob level, because you can kill faster, is 3 levels. So I think for me, whatever your level is minus 3 is going to be, if you're grinding mobs in hardcore, is going to be kind of, for warrior, is going to be kind of what you want to focus on. So for me, it'd be level 43. Even 42. 42, 43 is great. The XP is not as good, but you just kill them so much faster. And the risk of you dying is so much less.
Lovely.
So I'm just doing charge, demo shout. I'm throwing up a couple sunders. I'm actually throwing a rend in here, which is probably a waste. Well, how much rage is it?
Lovely.
It's only 10 rage though, so it's not that bad. And then I'm going to switch to Berserker Stance, throw on Berserker's Rage, and I'm going to switch right back to Battle Stance, just so I have Berserker's Rage up. This will help me generate more rage. And then we'll try to get into combat really quick, because we kind of don't want to waste Berserker's Rage, but we kind of wasted the last few ticks, but that's fine. Again, Demo Shout. Sunder Armor. Always throw in overpowers, when it comes up. Blood Rage, Rend, Heroic Strike. You guys want to play Minecraft? Alright, I'll see you later, Dan. Have a great day, dude. Thanks for the donation, man. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a happy holidays. And I hope to see you in next time. Hopefully we'll be even higher in level. Only about just a little bit more than 2 bars away. You bought the game for him? Oh, you big softy, man.
Lovely.
Yep, happy holidays, man. Get back to where these guys are a little bit lower in level. Thank goodness.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Oh, he just did a... I started using a bandage and he spun and just started going crazy. I was like, what the hell? So much for my bandage.
Lovely.
That was funny. Miss? What was that? Miss? What did I do?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh, weird. Alright, what do we got? Oh, man. Enrage!
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
See, 30 silver, 30 silver, 16 silver, 26 silver, 48 silver. Man, these guys are worth some decent money.
Lovely.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Lovely.
Yep, gonna need a lot more buff food, a lot more health food, I mean. We're a little bit drunk from that black label, Rumsey Rum.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Das Rasbikan. Oof. Grinding, grinding, rolling, rolling. The grind is, it is a real.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Lovely.
Man, I wish they'd drop like a better weapon. I need better weapons. I really do.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
This chair is so uncomfortable. Trying to find a comfortable way to sit in this chair, and it is not easy. It's like sitting on a piece of wood.
Lovely. Lovely.
Hey, Phil, Merry Christmas, dude. Hope you're doing well. I hope you have a good holiday season. The pagan festivities. Yes. Yes, Morpheus. Yes, we like to be pagan. Right. Mountain Dew is fueling me today, guys. Running low on buffs again. But we're almost there, almost to 47.
Lovely.
Oh man, the moving is at a standstill. Like, we've moved most of the stuff out, except for the big stuff. But there's still a bunch of dishes and like some dishes and, you know, cookware. And there's still a bunch of crystals that I've got, like old, like really, I've got some really cool, like quartz crystals and some really cool natural formations of crystals. Some of those things have to be packed up. I don't trust the movers to move that stuff. I got my computer desk. The movers are going to move that. Still got about 4 or 5 guitars over there that I have to move myself. I still have about 4 or 5 guitar amps over there. I'll let the movers move the guitar amps, but I'm going to tell them to please be very careful with those amps. Yeah, so there's still quite a bit. The problem is after 3 days of moving stuff up and down 3 flights of stairs, my right knee swelled up like crazy and it hurts. So I can't, my wife won't even let me carry anything now. It's pretty bad. My right knee's pretty bad right now because, you know, it's my old injury, my old ACL reconstructive injury. It's just, whenever I have to carry stuff up and down stairs, it just messes with my knee. So, unfortunately. It's that old war injury, but it's not a war injury. It is a war injury. It's a freaking tennis court injury where I play in clay courts and I was coming to the net playing doubles and I had to cross over and plant my right leg on clay to hit a stretch for a backhand or forehand down the line. I was going to hit a backhand cross-court volley for a winner. And my knee slipped and buckled and it was not pretty. That's how I tore my ACL. And then I played basketball 3 months later and I jumped up for rebound and when I came down, my knee completely popped out and completely tore what was left of my ACL. But anyways, my knee's a mess. My knee's a mess. Yeah, I have geos. I have some
Kiss your ass goodbye.
really cool. Let me kill this mob real quick. I don't want to die. Alright, let's go ahead and grab a food buff. Yeah, I've got some geodes, and I've got some towers, crystal towers, some big ones too. And I also have just some smaller crystal points. I've always loved rocks. I've always been, I love forest, nature, and I love rocks too. So I found a really good store that has some just beautiful pieces. And through the years, I've bought pieces here and there, but I've got quite a collection. It just goes on. I kind of intermix the crystals amongst my shelf of Dungeons and Dragons books and whatever else, art stuff, drawings, art books. They're really kind of dispersed throughout the whole apartment. But trying to move all that stuff, they need to be wrapped individually and have to be protected, and so it's just a pain to pack that stuff.
Lovely.
Yeah, my knee's really swollen. It was really hurt. It was hurt so bad last night I was just limping around. I couldn't really walk very well. I was just limping around the apartment. Yeah, the clay. Well, I was older. Like I played a ton. I mean, I was a huge tennis player when I was younger, and then I hadn't played tennis in a few years, about 8 years. And I tried to come back around the age of 35, I think, and I was doing the weekend warrior thing, just trying to play. Didn't realize that the tendons in my knee just weren't as strong as they used to be, and I came out and started trying to play tennis 120% like I used to. So my mind and my body knew what to do, but my body just wasn't physically in the right condition anymore. I needed to really strengthen those tendons and those muscles around my knee back up before I could do those types of things. And so it wasn't prepared for what I was throwing at it. And it probably got weak during the course of playing that doubles match. And then when I did that particular net rush and crossover, on the clay on my foot slipped as it was trying to stabilize. And the tendon literally just tore. Just wasn't enough support from my tendon, so... Stupid. That's what you get for being, if you play a lot of sports when you're younger, then you have like 8-10 year layoff and you try to go back and play them like you used to, you're at a very high risk for injury, so. Let's just pull this guy.
Lovely.
And the more I kill mobs here, the more dangerous I feel like it is. It's yeah, that's the thing. I didn't ease back into it. I just jumped right back in full. I'm not good at taking my foot off the gas. You know, I'm just not good at that. That's why I don't even play tennis anymore. I love tennis more than anything. I absolutely, you know, love tennis. I mean, you put a racket in my hand and I can do amazing things, but my body just can't take it. I just physically can't take it anymore. I'd have to really get in, you know, my doctor told me my cartilage in my knees are mostly gone from playing, you know, years and years and years on hardcore tennis, that I don't have much cartilage left, you know. He said as long as I stay off the courts and don't run, he said don't, you know, no running on any kind of surface. Basically don't run at all, you know, because the cartilage can't take the beating. But he said as long as I don't do that, and I just, you know, I can do like recumbent bikes, swimming, all that kind of stuff. He says my knees will be good maybe until I'm 60, and then I might need a knee replacement at 60. I hope not. I think it's better off if I just like swim. Swimming is the best thing you can do. Like if you're in my situation, it's just because it's really no impact, very low impact. Hey, what's up, Cargos? Yeah, Cargos, I was a huge tennis player when I was younger. I used to win tennis tournaments, and I was just real big. I mean, I played 4 to 8 hours a day every day. I had my own ball machines. I'd go to the court at 7 a.m. and plug in my ball machine and do drills. Every time I got home from college after I'd gained that 5 pounds of drinking and eating pizza at college, I'd come home and I'd lose 5 pounds in a week. I'd just be doing drills and playing doubles and singles with my tennis partner, and then I'd do these tennis tournaments in the summer they had in Illinois. I'd always compete in those tournaments, and I was a big tennis player, man. And you know, I played basketball a lot too, but I was really into tennis. No, charge! Oh, you lost your charge. But yeah, my knee's messed up right now. That's what we were talking about, Cargos, is my knee, man. Because I tore my ACL playing tennis, and then this is when I was around 35.
Kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, let me kill this mob. I don't want to get killed by this mob, so let's take care of this guy real quick. Let's see. I'm gonna start yakking and get myself killed. But I was just saying, yeah, Cargos, I tore my ACL and playing tennis when I hadn't played tennis in about 8 years, and I came back thinking I could just play like I used to, and of course my body wasn't really in the condition to do that. And then I played basketball 3 months later. My doctor said I might need surgery, but wasn't sure yet. It was torn. It might heal on its own. But of course, I waited 3 months. And I was like, it feels great. I went on a basketball court and came down after a rebound, and my knee completely dislocated and snapped what was left of my ACL. So I had the good old surgery like Tom Brady had, you know, where they cut part of your patella tendon off, and then they make that your new ACL. It's actually a pretty painful surgery. They could do like a cadaver tendon, which is a lot less painful because they're not cutting off part of your own tendon, but the patella's a lot better because your body will heal a lot better with using your own material from your body. So now I just take it easy. I just play video games. Yeah, hey Carlos. Yeah, too. I've got tendonitis on my elbow and shoulder. So like if I play tennis now and I serve, because I used to hit over 100 miles an hour, and I'm not very big. I'm like 5'9". I used to hit around 100 miles an hour, and like, you know, I put a lot of torque on my elbow, and it didn't really bother me when I played tennis, but then when I tried to come back 8 years later when I was around 35, 36, and tried to hit the serve the way I used to, oh man, my shoulder, it didn't hurt too much when I was doing it. It didn't feel right, though. I could tell something wasn't quite right, but the next day I could barely lift my arm. It was that bad, you know, it was bad. And so I have tendonitis on my elbow and shoulder, and I have carpal tunnel probably in my wrist a little bit, or something in my wrist from... Because you got to realize, I'm a programmer, so I'm on the computer like all the time, and I also play guitar, and I also draw, and I used to play a lot of sports, so I'm always using my wrist and my forearm, and, you know, always, you know, and it's just, you know, it's taking its toll. Yeah, my knee was so swollen this last night. I couldn't believe it because I had jeans on. I was moving. It's pretty cold here in Florida yesterday. And I was moving stuff up and down 3 flights of stairs, and I took my jeans off last night. I was gonna take a shower, and man, my right knee was there was a lot of fluid on my knee, and it hurt too. It hurt. So I gotta take it easy. Merry Christmas, Mason. Thanks, dude. Merry Christmas, Cargos. Merry Christmas, everybody. Good to see you guys. Yeah, for me, like the only really stuff I'll do physically is swim and do like recumbent bike, and then do stretching exercises. Do yoga, stuff like that. I can still lift weights, but just I don't do anything that's going to put any kind of undue pressure on my knees, or anything that's going to torque my elbow or torque my shoulder. Put any kind of pressure on it. Like I'm not going to throw a baseball or really play tennis anymore. It's kind of, this is what happens when you get old, man. I'm 50 years old, so I like to pretend that I'm not, but I am, What can you do? I don't act 50. I don't look 50. I don't really feel 50 most of the times, but I tell you what, this morning when I woke up, I don't even have 2 weapons. I don't even have my daggers out. What am I doing? This morning when I woke up, I felt 50 when I'm like limping around the apartment. My wife's like, "You are not lifting another thing, man." She wouldn't let me lift anything. She's like, "You are not lifting another thing up those stairs." She goes, "I want you to go inside. I want you to sit down, pour yourself a Coca-Cola, and do nothing." She goes, "You can play your game if you want." She goes, "But that's it." I was like, "Okay." Yeah. Yeah, appreciate all you guys, dude. It's been a crazy year, but as far as from World of Warcraft, Cargos and Phil and all you guys, it's been a great year for WoW Hardcore. I mean, it's such a fun way to play the game, and I think we all can agree on that. And what Cargos has done, what you've done, Cargos, and people in the hardcore community is really breathed life back into a game that was kind of dying, in my opinion. And it's still dying, the retail version, but the hardcore community is strong, and I think we can keep doing this keep adding, hopefully with Burning Crusade, do some hardcore in Burning Crusade, and maybe add some different twists. I think we can keep playing for another couple years. By then, hopefully there'll be some other great MMO that's going to come out. I mean, I know there's a bunch that are, I know Riot Games is making an MMO. That's going to be really interesting, because I think they have the ability to put out something really good. Will they? And then I'm really excited for Dreamhaven. I'm hoping that Mike Morhaime, that Dreamhaven can either come up with their own MMO or get some teams together to do something interesting and unique. And
Lovely.
I'm really disappointed that Crimson Desert's going the path they're going of what looks like not an MMO, but which is too bad, because I really like the world. I like what they're doing. The combat's exciting. It's the world is very alive. They do a lot with their professions and systems and in-game systems and their enemy AI, and all that stuff is pretty cool. Not that their enemy AI is great, but their NPC AI, just the way they walk, like you go into a town, you'll see NPCs like sharpening swords, and NPCs walking around with baskets of food, and NPCs talking to each other and trading, and there's a lot of it makes the cities and the world feel so alive, and that's something a lot of MMOs are miss. Oh. What? I missed my overpower, damn it.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I'm flying loose and free with these. I don't have engineering. Hey, Cargos, I don't have engineering anymore. I dropped it for blacksmithing because I was sick of not having any gear. So I got to be really careful there. We have no target dummies at this point, so we got to be very careful. Yeah, the community is great, and the community with hardcore is cool. Everybody's nice to each other. I talk about it all the time. Like, and I'm walking through the world, and there'll be a horde character that'll walk past me, and he's in the hardcore horde guild, and he'll like salute me. I'm like, in what version of WoW has the horde ever walked by and saluted me as an alliance player? Usually they just want to kill me. You know what I mean? Yeah, the League of Legends MMO could be interesting. Yeah, I'll be careful, Cargos. I know I don't have target dummies, so it is risky. What I'm kind of doing is I'm gonna do like a wake up call, meaning like if I get to a situation where I almost die, I'm gonna be. I know it'll scare me or shock me into immediately going back and leveling up engineering. There really isn't that much more stuff I can craft right now without getting certain regions that are kind of difficult to get. So I probably should go back to engineering, and there's probably a good chance I will. It was fun to level up blacksmithing. So what I can do though is I do have a lot of solid stones, so I can go ahead and craft a ridiculous amount of solid sharpening stones. I can also maybe craft some. I don't have any of the recipes for the shield spikes though, unfortunately, but I can still craft a bunch of solid stones, stock myself up at least with those, because those are pretty useful. And then we can go back to engineering and get our target dummies and explosives back, you know?
Lovely.
My weapons are pretty piss poor. I was not able to upgrade my weapons. I need a black pearl. If I can get a black pearl... Hold on a second. Let me kill this mob. How am I doing on food? I'm fine. If I can get a black pearl, I can make the big black mace, which is a little bit better. I just have the Razor Blade of the Tiger, which is a level 37. 5 agility, 4 strength, but it does have fiery blaze on it. And then I'm still rocking the Rondell Dagger, which is level 39. So both weapons are around 24 DPS. The big black mace is 27 DPS with a 2.4 attack speed, which will give me a little bit bigger crit damage. But it's still fast enough that it's not going to hurt me too much. I don't really like to have a weapon that's slower. That's too slow.
Lovely.
In fact, I would prefer all weapons to be at least 1.7 attack speed or better. That's just the way I like to play Fury, but you know, we'll see. We shall see, right? I would like to make the dazzling, you know, it'd be cool if I could make the dazzling rapier, the mithril rapiers, because they're like 27 or 28 DPS, and they both have +8 agility, but they're main hand, so I can only equip one. But again, the problem with blacksmithing is it's the world drops, dude. It's like all the shit that you want to make with blacksmithing is world drops. And you have to forgive me, I'm still in the process of moving, so my computer desk isn't here. I'm actually playing on a really tiny desk with one monitor, so it's really sucking for stream. But if you look here, let's make sure I'm not dead yet. Oh god, I saw that window come up and I'm like, oh, you're dead. But it's just the log out window. Hold on a second. Let's make sure we log out before we talk about this, because I don't want to get killed. So yeah, cargo. So I went to blacksmithing. I leveled up blacksmithing to about 230. I made the heavy mithril shoulders, the heavy mithril breastplate, the heavy mithril boots, and the heavy mithril gloves. So I raised my armor by over 500 or 600 points. I raised my damage mitigation about over 5%, and it's noticeable. I mean, I can tell I'm taking less damage, which is fantastic. I really wanted to make the mithril rapier, but we'll take a look at that. So the problem is, like, I can make the big black mace, which is 27.5 DPS, 2.4 attack speed, which is it's a little bit slower, so we're going to get some bigger crits on the top end, but it's not too bad. 8 strength is good. I would rather have agility, but that's fine. And then, of course, what I really wanted to make was the dazzling mithril rapier, but it's not from a trainer. This would be a great weapon for me. 1.7 attack speed, 8 agility would be a great main hand weapon. But it's not really an option. The other thing we can make, now this is from a trainer, so we could stick with blacksmithing just long enough to make the true silver breastplate, which is great because it's going to heal you quite a bit. You know, the 3% chance doesn't seem like a lot, but trust me, it does proc, and it procs for quite a bit. It also scales with certain things, but it's pretty good. But farming the black pearls is going to take forever. I killed a bunch of turtles yesterday. You know, I farmed them for maybe an hour, and I didn't get one, which is not surprising. To get 4 black pearls, I'd have to get amazing RNG luck, or I would literally have to farm them for like, I don't know, 10 hours maybe. Maybe if I farm 10 hours, I'd get 4, but it's a significant farm. And then when you get past that, you start going up. Again, this is tough. The lesser invisibility potions for the Phantom Blade. And the Phantom Blade's not even really good for me. It'd just be good because it's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. It'd be funny to watch a Fury hardcore warrior running around Phantom Blade would be kind of funny. So just for the kind of uniqueness, it'd be cool. But the lesser invisibility potions we could possibly get from the Cenarian caches from the repeatable Ungoro Crater quests, right? So we could possibly get that if we farmed you know, the stones, the gem stones out in Ungoro Crater. But again, it's a grind. And then we get up to where we could, obviously the dense sharpening stones are going to be nice. But this is something that would be really cool to get, which would be the thorium armor. But again, these are all, you know, drops. But the thorium armor would be a great set to have for a Fury Warrior. Just all that natural, mitigation versus magical damage would be a fantastic set, because really magic damage is what scares you the most. And again, the Ebon Shiv would be amazing for a Fury Warrior. 1.5 attack speed, plus 9 agility. We could dual wield it, but again, you have to complete all of the quests over in the Eastern Plague Lands, the 3 quests before it opened up the Invisible Vendor to get that. And that's not something I'm going to do. This is a no dungeon run. So really at this point, there's not a whole lot left we can really look at getting. So I think it probably makes more sense to just take a bunch of my solid stone, turn it into solid sharpening stones, and level engineering back up, you know, and start using the, you know, the target dummies. Because like Cargo said, I've never leveled a Fury Warrior. I mean, I've leveled a Fury Warrior to 60 back in the original vanilla World of Warcraft, so like 2006. So I haven't done it since then, so I have no idea how difficult it's going to be. If Cargos tells me it's hard, then I know it's going to be hard. So, you know?
Lovely.
You know? Zorbin's Mega Slicer. Dude, it sucks right now, Cargos. I'm streaming on one monitor. I've got the other monitor on the floor here because I just moved to this new place and we're not done moving yet. My desk will be in this apartment on Saturday. So Saturday I'll be back to my normal setup. In fact, I think I put it on Discord too. Yeah, so, well, you can't see it. So here's my cat. So here's my office. It's completely empty. Here's some nice dirty laundry. I've got one guitar here. I got about 10 guitars in the closet to my right, but I just got into the apartment. I'm not done moving yet. So I've got like some crappy monitor here. I've got a tiny little desk here with my 31.5-inch monitor. The other 31.5-inch monitor is literally on the ground because it won't even fit on this desk. This desk is too tiny. So it really sucks streaming with one monitor right now, but it's only till Saturday. I'm heading out to my wife's sister's in about 2 hours, actually, so... And then you guys will... I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow or not. Because my knee's so messed up, I don't think my wife's going to really let me move anything, so she might just be fine with me streaming tomorrow and just, you know, taking it easy. We'll see. I don't really know. I'll look up Zorbin's Mega Slicer, huh? When I see that, scares me. Don't die. Okay, 28. Oh, this is good. This is real good. This would be a great main hand, but where do I get it? Zapped Giant. Oh, is this the one in Fairless? Oh, it is. Oh, dude, I just walked right by that quest. Ooh. Now, is this... Are they easy to kill? But the problem is it's extremely dangerous, and without target dummies, those elementals are a biatch. They hit so hard. Let's look at the comments. Is this easily done? I know we zap them. Let's go back to the comments. So the question really is, how easy is it to do? Hey, Taylor. Please, Taylor's like, no. Yeah, I know where the quest is. Taylor doesn't want to see me die. Yeah, I know. I've done the quest before, and I know if I zap them, they turn normal, but I'm not worried about that quest so much as what I'm worried about is those elementals out there are level 48 Cargos, and they will crush me. I've fought those elementals on my Protection Paladin when I was level 48, and I had a hard time with them. So doing it at my level 46, if I get like even 2 of those elementals on me, that could kill me really fast. So and I don't have target dummies. I don't really have any. So yeah, but it is good. I mean, I think what we'll do is we'll level engineering back up, and once I have target dummies and I'm maybe level 48, then I'll go over there and I'll do that quest, and we'll get that item. Yeah, it's doable. It's definitely doable. Maybe I'll scout out the locations of the elites and see if there's a path from the water. I might be able to do it from the water because I know the elites are in the water, and I don't think the elementals sit in the water. So like if you go here, especially like down here and down here, those elementals do walk off into the water. So if I get the quest, jump in the water and sap them from the water, I might be able to get them without even aggroing any of the water elementals. So that may be the best approach probably for that quest. But I'm about level 4. Yeah, Phil, as Phil said, I'm almost 47 here. We're less than a bar away, so. But that would be a good main hand weapon. A good main hand weapon when you're dual wielding with like, even like on a protection paladin, like the fastest I ever want to go is about 2.4. Because on a protection paladin, you need to be able to swing to execute certain things at a fairly decent pace. So you don't want to have a slow weapon early. Same thing on a Fury Warrior for me anyway. I don't like slow weapons on a Fury Warrior. In fact, I like really fast weapons, but having the 2.4, those top end crits are going to be so much better when I'm blasting my heroic strike. That's why I would like to. I just don't have the weapons, but I would love to have like a 2.5 sword that I can just swap in before I do. So basically what I do is I build up all the rage. And then once I have about 60 rage, then I can swap in that 2.5 main hand and just start spamming heroic strikes. That way I can get those big crits. I could even do like a 2.7 main hand if I wanted to. So. Yeah, I'll try it here, but I'm not sure I'm going to try it right now. I got to talk to my wife and see what time we're supposed to get out of here. I may have to jump in the shower here pretty soon. But yeah, definitely, it's definitely worth looking at. That music was getting on my nerves.
Lovely.
Well, I'm doing pretty good against the Hippogriffs, but they are, you know, they're like level 44 and 43, so they're like 2 to 3 levels beneath me. So I should be crushing them. But yeah, my weapons are weak right now. So yeah, we're taking care of them pretty easily. Running low on buffs. I'm gonna have to go do a little buff run later and just stock up some more scrolls and stuff. God, didn't have them up targeted. What am I doing? Julian, what are you doing? I need more Mountain Dew. That's the real issue here. We need more caffeine.
Lovely.
These guys do make me a little bit of money though. 30 silver, 30 silver, 40 silver, 60 silver, 32 silver, 57 silver. I mean, these guys are a good money maker.
Lovely.
You miss Mountain Dew? Oh, really? Yeah. I drink Coke more than Mountain Dew, but Mountain Dew definitely gives me that caffeine boost that I need, you know? Coca-Cola doesn't give me quite as big a caffeine boost, but I just like the taste of Coke better. And Mountain Dew actually kind of hurts my stomach if I drink too much of it. Well, if I'm eating food, of course it doesn't. But if I'm just drinking it on an empty stomach, it can kind of get to me.
Lovely.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Three executes on that guy. Really? Oh, man. Oh, really? Because Mountain Dew is like super sweet, dude. Really? Mountain Dew is very sweet. Maybe your Canadian Mountain Dew isn't, but it's... I find Mountain Dew to be sweeter than Coke. But I always drink it with a full glass of ice, so that kind of dilutes it a little bit, you know?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Lovely.
Lemon flavor, huh? Yeah, I guess so. So close. 47. Yeah, and I'd probably be 48 by now, but I was like mucking around,
Lovely.
switching professions and fishing and all kinds of
Lovely.
other stuff, you know.
Lovely. Lovely.
And they're really tracking Volfor. They're like, he just entered out Elven Forest. Oh. I'm like a plate-wearing rogue, man. Running around in plate armor with 2 daggers.
Lovely.
Take advantage of his promo deals and spoon Maul into soda water. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I know Cargo drinks some crazy drinks. I stick to just Coke and Mountain Dew. Tried and true. Tried and tested. Let's head back over here and get some of the lower level ones. Since I don't have many buffs up. These over here should be 42 and 43. It's 44, 43. It's kind of a cool area here. This is a great area. Thank you to Emmanuel, man. This is for telling me about this spot. It's a good spot.
Lovely.
Fulford Goldshire! Oh no! Fulford's at Goldshire! Run for your lives! He must have some sort of elite with him. Or is Volfer the elite? I can't remember. I know the guy's name is there. No, he's in Elven Forest.
Lovely. Lovely.
You can kiss your
Lovely.
ass goodbye.
Well, we're definitely gonna have made a little bit of money killing these guys. Hey, thanks, Phil. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I think the in-laws, they're usually pretty good. Yeah, they're usually pretty good. I should be back streaming. I may be streaming Friday, but if not, it'll be Saturday night. But yeah, happy holidays, Phil, and I'll talk to you later, man. We should be 47 here very soon.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
dragon's wings, they did darken the sky. His roar fury's fire, and his scales sharpened sighs. Men ran and they cowered, and they fought and they died. They burned,
Lovely.
they bled, as they issued their cries.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
There was a bad pull. That's the first time I used figuring about five or eight levels. It's like the first time. That's funny. That's a bad pull. Let me get a drink of my Mountain Dew here. Ah, Mountain Dew. It's funny when they turn and zip like that.
Lovely.
So the tongues freed us from Magdalene's reach, gave a gift of the voice, ushered in a new age. And if Aldrin's eternal, then eternity's done. For his story.
The cool part is, with this talent point, we get our first point in Flurry. So that's actually really exciting. Very exciting.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Oh, there it is. 47. 13 levels to go. Right there, my friends. Now, we do have Death Wish, but nah. We'll improve Berserker Rage. That's actually pretty cool, because I use Berserker Rage a ton. So that's actually pretty cool. I work Berserker Rage into my rotation, like, almost every fight. So, but I'm just... which one? It's so... Increase your attack speed by 10% for the next 3 swings. I gotta go with this just to see what it's like. We're not worried about Rage. We'll go with this. I gotta go with it. We gotta go with Flurry. But man, that improved Berserker Rage also is a really nice skill. So let's see if we can proc something here. Get our Flurry going. There it is, Flurry.
Lovely.
We're swinging. We're getting. So look how fast I'm swinging now. Just imagine this is just 10%, and I can feel it being faster. Oh, and it's procced 3 times already. Wow. Wow. It looked like that, like I'd done that muff quite a bit quicker because of flurry. It's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. It's hard to gauge. Ah, jeez, I just buffed that twice. Damn it. Or debuffed twice. But yeah, I use Berserker Rage almost every fight, so having that extra 5 rage would be super cool. I mean, that's actually awesome. I may grab that with my next talent point, but it's so hard not to get Flurry because Flurry is just so powerful. Wow, Flurry does feel pretty good. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go engineering and just get my target dummies back online because it's just scary prospect. I would hate to die going from 47 to 60 just because I didn't have a target dummy, you know. The experiment going to blacksmithing was fairly successful, not as successful as I would have liked because we weren't able to really make some of the things I thought maybe we could make, but oh well.
Lovely.
Of course, you could stay in Berserker stance if you want to try to proc more crits, because I have a higher crit rate in Berserker stance. So if you look at my crit now, it's 13.5, which isn't that great. Oh man, the cat like touched my foot, and I thought it was like a bug or something. I didn't see him moving down there. I was like, what was that? Kind of freaked me out. Felt this little brush against my ankle going up my leg. It was the cat. Cyrus, don't freak me out like that, man. I'm in the middle of combat here. Crazy cat. All right. I'm just playing around with Flurry, but I'm gonna have to go and vendor stuff, and probably gonna have to log off here pretty quick. I gotta go check with my wife and see when we're heading out of here to go do the Christmas dinner at her sister's. Supposed to be there at 4, so if we have to leave here at 3, I gotta get the shower. Yeah, see, Flurry procced already. Procced again. Or are those just the... Yeah, let's go to combat log. Flurry applied. Okay, let's... Flurry applied. Flurry faded. Flurry. Morpheus. Morpheus. No, we'll do him okay. I like him okay. See if that trigger is correct. Shall find out. Boom, it is Flurry. So that's every time Flurry's So I wanted to make sure the yellow flurry text that was showing up was actual flurry. I don't know if that's... But that's coming from MSBT as well, so... Pretty sure we could turn that off, I believe.
Lovely.
For some reason, I'm still in combat. It's probably because I aggroed the rat or whatever was crawling across the ground there. I think that's what's doing it. Let's find out. Yeah, see. That actually cleared up some of my... Oh no, there's flurry showed up. Where did it... Oh, it's flurry. It stacks though. That's cool. I didn't know that was the buffs. We can turn off the buffs. Execute. That's cool. So if we go to get rid of buff stacks, triggers, let's knock this down. I always try to clean up the MSBT so that it's not too annoying. All right. See, flurry.
Lovely.
So you can see every time flurry procs, so that's good. No, I don't like that. Now it's up over this. We'll see what. I can't believe that cat's still asleep down here on the floor next to me.
Lovely.
Flurry, flurry, flurry. That's a lot of flurries.
Lovely.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna take a break, guys. I probably need to get ready to go to this whole family Christmas thing, and I'm out of buffs, and I'm kind of like thinking I need to level engineering back up. Oh man, I just leveled blacksmithing up the other day. I don't know. Let's see, we're at 29.4 gold. What did I sell? I sold something that I thought it was this, but it wasn't this. So now, oh, this is different. No, that's... Did I get 2 lunar spears? Because I didn't think it was 7. Maybe this, I don't know. I sold something that was right here, and I thought it was that, but that's this. So now I'm like, I'm wondering what I sold. I hope it wasn't something I needed. Oh well, what can you do? Yeah, so we made like 7 gold just killing those guys. That's crazy. That's actually really good. So what I will do though is I'll make a lot of solid sharpening stones, like a lot, and then we'll switch back to engineering. And then we'll try to finish our leveling out, and I guess we'll stay with engineering all the way to 60. There just wasn't a lot. There just, you know, it was kind of my own fault, but there isn't a lot of recipes.
Light be with
Oh
you.
geez, nothing. Is not a lot of blacksmithing recipes that come from trainers that, you know, outside of what I made. I mean, I made the upgraded armor for myself, the 4 armor items, but that's about it. We're gonna get the helm from the gadgets in quest. We'll try to get the dagger that Cargos was talking about. And then we're still going to need like leggings and a belt, and I guess that's about it. And better cloak for sure. But all right, guys, I'm going to stop the stream now. I hope you guys are having a great holiday. Merry Christmas, everybody, and I will talk to you again. Probably I'll stream either tonight. I might stream tonight when I come back from this thing, and then tomorrow is Friday. If I stream tomorrow, it'll be tomorrow night, and then Saturday, same thing. I could be streaming tomorrow night, and the next night. Happy holidays, Taylor. It's just because I'll be doing stuff during the day, but I might just play a little bit at night before I go to bed, like 2 or 3 hours. And I'll catch you guys later. See you, Taylor. Peace out, everybody. Bye, bye.